Welcome, my sewing professionals. Nice to see you. I'm glad you're hanging around here and watching my videos. Thank you so much for my new subscribers, and I really appreciate all of you. So thank you so much. So today we're going to be talking about 10 mistakes that new alteration shops make. So in their business, they sort of make some of these mistakes. And I know because I've made some of them myself, early on. And, I was in business for a very long time, and I'm back in business again. Took some time off to do some little bit of writing and published my alteration book and some other writing, some meditations and another co-author book. And I'm actually writing a poetry book right now. I'm almost done with it. So if you're suffering from heartache or loss, this book is awesome, and it helps you to kind of overcome it. And it's really going to be a great tool for someone who is really hurting out there. So anyway, so back to the subject at hand, we're going to be talking about the 10 tips that I see a lot of other alteration shops, sewing shops make. And it's really not their fault, but it really is their fault, right? So it just depends on some of the different choices you make. And if you don't want to move your business forward, you stay stagnant. I see so many alteration shops just really staying stagnant. And it's really heartbreaking because they could really be improving their sales. They could be improving, their business. They could be investing in their business. They could be, maybe taking a new class or getting help, hiring a coach, different things like that to really boost their revenue, right? And to help themselves. So we're going to go ahead and get started. By the way, my name is Karen, and I'm a coach, and I'd love to help anyone out there who has a business, a sewing business, who would really like to improve their income. They'd like to move themselves from where you're at now. I meet you where you are right now, and I help you with some tools to get you to make progress on your business, to be able to grow your business, right? So here we go. So number one is they don't order their supplies wholesale. So if you're doing alterations or you're making things and you're buying all of your materials and supplies from a second place, from from another company that is not wholesale, you're paying that retail price. So the only way that you're going to be able to make income and really hold on to some of those profits is if you start buying wholesale. So if you're able to buy wholesale, you should do it where you can buy your zippers, your fabrics, your linings, other supplies, tailoring chalk, hooks, eyes, buttons, needles, all this different stuff. You get it at such of value when you order it wholesale. So that's one way you can make money, right? So you want to think about doing that. The second thing is they don't solicit their business locally to let other businesses and other people in their vicinity or in their area learn about them. So you want to be able to, let other businesses know about you, other churches, other, types of things, other organizations that can help you to boost your sales and to boost your income, and they will help you to drive some more people to your way if they know about you, but they have to know about you. So it's a good way to, drop off flyers, drop off business cards, talk, communicate a little bit with other business owners, other, organizations, things like that, and to let people know what you have to offer. You have a great business or service that you're offering, good products or whatever it may be that you're selling. And you want to be able to let the people, the community, know what you're offering. So number 3 is they don't stick to a price list or a set fixed price. They kind of scatter themselves all around and not really stick to a certain price sheet. So you want to write out all your prices. You want to know your prices. You want to stick to the same price every time someone comes in. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to your prices. and, you know, always have the same price for the same thing. So a lot of the alterations are fixed prices, right? So if someone comes in and they say, well, I want you to shorten the sleeves on my suit jacket, my lined, you know, suit jacket, there's a certain price for that, right? And you should offer that price every single time, not gyp yourself and not back down from your prices. Stick true to yourself. So then number 4 is their businesses, they don't grow their businesses online. So there's a lot of other alteration shops out there, sewing shops out there. They're making, selling things, offering great services, but they don't offer themselves on the internet. So people who read the internet can find you, right? So you have to be able to be on some of these other places on the internet for people to find your location. Google Maps is a huge one, right? So we all want to be on Google Maps so that people can find you when they're looking up alterations, or they're looking up, you know, dresses for sale or suits for sale, whatever it is you have to offer. You want to be able to pop up, right? You want to be able to be on there, because a lot of people will just look on their phone. They're in the vicinity. They need an alteration person. They need a tailor. They need somebody, right? So they will just look on their phone. Whatever pops up on their phone, they're like, wow, it has a map, and I can just, you know, follow the map and get to that person, and they can help me with my needs. I'm going to do that. But if you don't pull up and you're not listed there, then chances are you're not going to get that line or that stream of income that you could be getting, right? So you want to be cautious of that. So then number 5 is to charge higher prices. I see a lot of alteration shops, especially, charging really low prices, thinking that, you know, the more they get in, the harder they work, the more money they're going to make, right? That's true in a sense, but also it also reflects the type of work you do. So if you don't have prices that are kind of up there because your skill set is not up there, then maybe it's time for you to take some other classes, do some other things to get your skill set up there so you can charge the most for your service, right? You want to be able to charge a good fee for your service, and you want to be able to make income, pay your taxes, and all of the things that come that are involved in a business, right? So it's not just, sure, you like spending time just sewing, but you also want to make that dollar. You want to make the income that you need and that you deserve to boost your prices and to charge, you know, good prices, right? Don't lowball yourself, right? Because some of these skills are getting to be obsolete. Some of these skills people don't know. And if you're not charging a high enough price, you know, they're probably not going to come to you. So if you want to get the more elite people who has the money, who wants to pay the dollar, who wants to pay the money to you, then charge fair and upscale prices. Number 6 is they run their business without a website, business cards, or promotional material. So this could be true for you. So if it is, then you can know that you can maybe work on that to try to correct that a little bit. So maybe you'll want to get some business cards, you know, that look professional. You'll want to maybe make some flyers, go hand them out, or have some flyers in other businesses or things like that. And then if you're not online and you don't have a website online, that's one thing that you could work on. You could work on getting a website. All it has to do is to be simple, you know, and that means to put some nice photos on there, bright, nice photos, well-lit photos, and some material, you know, some reading material so they get to know you a little bit. So you want to have some material on your website that shows photos of things that you've worked on, maybe show a couple pictures of your shop, maybe write an article about yourself, how you got involved in doing alterations or got involved in sewing, what you like about it, and, you know, all positive things, right? The people that you like to work with, what is your favorite thing to work on, you know, things like that that people want to hear, right? You could even offer a few set prices if you'd like, but that's very important so people can find you on the web. Are you guys all listening? Okay, so number 7, is to use social media platform that helps you to bring people in the door. So you want to make sure that you stick to at least one social media platform. If it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is, one platform, and to get the word out about what you do. So if you can promise to be on one platform at least, and to show pictures of what you're working on, show little clippets of things that you're doing, orders that you're working on, different things that are going on in your shop. Say hello to the community online, at least once a week, if not every day. Make yourself visible, right? So then number 8 is to keep their shop clean, organized, and file orders away to make your shop look more tidy, right? So I know I used to have another alteration shop that was always, we were kind of compatible, right? But we would send things that we didn't want to work on to each other. So I had a guy that really liked doing snaps. So another tailor, so I would send all my snap people to him. And he also liked to do outer coat zippers, big heavy coat zippers. Well, I like to do the finer work, right? I like to do the bridal. I like to do the bridesmaid dresses, prom dresses, things like that. I just like it because it's easy on my hands, and I like that type of work. And I like seeing the new styles and different colors that come in every year. It's always changing, and I just like fashion and things like that. So I like that type of work. But anyway, be able to, have your shop tidy. And then I had another gal that would send me her overrun, like on the weekends especially. She would get really busy because she lived close to the outlet mall, and she would send people to me that needed things done right away. So we kind of sent things back and forth. If there was something that I really didn't want to work on, I would send it to her. And so we had this communication that we would help each other back and forth, right? And it worked out really well. And but there was people that always went to her, and then she would send them to me, and they would be like, oh my God, you should see her shop. It is just like a whole ball of orders. It's just all ruffled up, sitting on tables, and just everything is a clutterbug mess. And just, I walk in here and it's just like organized and everything. And they're like, this is so much different. You run your shop so much different than what she does, and it's true. People kept coming back, because it was clean, orderly. I knew what orders I had to work on. I knew what orders are coming in. I knew what orders are going out, right? So you want to make your alteration shop presentable, right? I know you work in there every day, and you probably have, scraps and threads and things out of place. We all do at times, of course. But just tidy up. Try to tidy up every day, and not have a bunch of big piles of orders sitting out all throughout your shop. It just looks like a mess, and it overwhelms people when they walk in the door. They're like, oh boy, is she going to lose my stuff because she's all unorganized, So what I do is I have one closet that is designated for clothing coming in, right? So when I take in an order, do a fitting, write them an alteration card, give them a claim ticket, I file it away in one closet. That closet is things that need to be worked on, right? So they're scheduled from Monday through Saturday. So then I have another closet that is for things that are already done and ready to be picked up. And I file those away, things that are hanging, I file those away in another closet so I know where to go when things need to be picked up. And I also, if people bring in pants that are just loose, I put them in a bag, and a lot of them, if there's just one or two pair and they're already folded and no hanger, no nothing, then I fold them back up just like they came in, and I put them in a bag, and I put them underneath my cash wrap right there, ready to grab, right? With the ticket number stapled to the bag. So that's what I do to stay organized. And it has worked for me for over 25 years, right? And that's the way I run my business. That's the way I keep things tidy. So you might want to think about that if you're one of these, people that have a lot of orders sitting around. You may want to rethink how people see that, right? You want to maybe, try to tidy it up just a little bit. So then number 9, it's a lot of people who start a business or are in business for a long time, they sit stagnant and they don't reinvest in their shop. Every bit of money they make, they spend. Every bit of money they make, they spend on, themselves or, raising a family or whatever the case may be. But you need to set money aside so you can reinvest some of that money back into yourself and into your business. And that means maybe you need some little bit of extra training. Maybe you want to join, a webinar or that costs money, or you want to do something like that, or maybe you want to get some new machinery, or you want to open a savings account for your business and start putting money into that savings account. Whatever the case may be, but you always need to reinvest in your business, right? So the money that I've made, I started my business started back in business. I took 4 years off to do some writing. And I started back in my business probably last year, like towards the end of summer. It was either June, July, August, somewhere in there. I'm not sure exactly what the date was. We were just so busy trying to get this place finished and trying to get the door open. But anyway, what was I going to say? When I opened my business, I still have all the money that I made from when I opened my business to now, right? So the only thing that I think I maybe wrote a couple checks with was some supplies. So I haven't reinvested anything, right? I haven't taken any money out of my account for anything, right? So there's going to come a time where I need to reinvest in my business, right? I need to write myself a check maybe when I feel that I need to, and things like that. But the main thing is to try to keep every dime you make and try to reinvest that to better yourself, right? Don't sit there stagnant and scared and that you're not getting the people in the door and you're not making enough income or whatever the case may be. Get off your butt, start doing the work and start, soliciting yourself and start, investing in yourself to take a better course, hire a coach, to get you to that next level, right? So there's some wonderful alteration shops out there that have invested in themselves. They've learned how to be online more and they've learned how to have a website and they've learned how to increase their activity online. They've learned, a lot of different skill sets that can help them to be more organized in their shop. And when you hire me, I look at your whole shop, like how does it run? How is it maneuvering, right? During the day, is your sewing machine close to the iron so you can get up, press things and it all works in motion to where you get things out the door faster, right? So there's just a whole ton of things that my program helps you with. And then, so let's go on to number 10, and this is our last one, okay? This is our last one. So number 10 is to sell other things in your shop besides just your service or just what it is you're making to sell, right? So say, for instance, you're making dresses and you're selling them, right? If they're custom dresses or whatever they are. And then when people come in to pay and to pick up, you don't have anything to offer them to make your sales increased, right? You don't have anything there that can, raise it up another $10 or whatever, So if you're making dresses, maybe consider, making some headbands or some hats or, some other things that people can pick up, right? While they're there, while they're paying, and they might see something really cute that you've made and that can increase your sales. So, there's a lot of tailor shops out there and some of them sell ties and hats and, just different things. We used to even sell candy bars. I mean, hey, a buck is a buck, and sell candy bars and bottled water and things like that. Anything to increase your sales. Right now, I do a lot of earrings that I make, and I also do the little tiaras and different little headpieces and things like that because I just enjoy making them. So that's what I like to do. And so those, sell from time to time. So it increases my sales, right? So then, you know, you could just have other things, just random things, even though I'm trying to push more towards the bridal end of it, right? But still, people in the summertime, they want to wear headbands. They want to hold their hair back. They want to garden. They want to do things. You know, there's a need for that, right? There's a need for other things. So when people come in, their mind may be on, you know, something else that you may have there that can raise your prices up, you know, $5 or $10 or even more, depending on what you have. Now, when I had my shop at my other home, before I moved to this house, I had a front porch, a glassed front porch at my other home. And I used to resell. So I would go out and shop and buy things that I thought would sell, which was denim. And I would have other dresses and things for women. I had a lot of women come in and just shop. So a lot of times, you know, they'd come in and pick up their orders, but, you know, I might make $100 on them buying a couple dresses from my porch sale, right? So I had it all organized. I had 2 big rounders where I had all resale dresses and denim and, you know, the jean jackets and hats and just girly stuff, right? And I would make money just from that. I did a wonderful on my porch sale all the time when I had that going. And I just got a new front porch. It's not finished yet, but I do have a roof on it. It's all enclosed. And we have to drywall and do electrical and things like that. But I do have a front porch. So hopefully I'm going to be offering some courses, some classes where you can come and learn different things from me, learn the tailoring skills, or you can learn something. So from time to time, I'm going to offer different things that have to do with sewing until I figure out what really is working, right? What people really want to know. So yeah, so I'm excited about that. But also I could do the same thing and have a few things out there for sale that's also resale, right? And when it comes to resale, it's really great when you can get things that are name brand, right? So if you want to purchase it resale and it's a name brand and it's really cute, it's clean, nothing's wrong with it, then try to resell it. There's more chance that you'll sell it, right? Than being an off brand just because it's cute or colorful or whatever, you know? So that's some tips. So I gave you some wonderful tips, some things to think about. And if you're out there and you're looking to improve your sewing shop and to start making it grow, to start earning the money that you deserve, to start getting the clients in the door that need to find you, you know, to be able to be more visible online, to be able to organize your shop so it flows and it moves, and you're able to do things at a faster pace to make more money, right? I would love to be your coach. I'd love to help you. So thanks so much. I will be posting another